before our tip-off this afternoon when the Washington Hatchets are set to square off with the Tecumseh Braves from the Hatchet House. I'm Dwayne Shake, Steve Brothers alongside to help with the broadcast, and we'll be back with more in just a moment. Your Hatchet pregame show presented by Bobcat of Davies County and Boyd & Sons Machinery, proud to back our Washington Hatchets. Glad to be back with you for Lady Hatchet basketball, one of two for Hatchet fans, as we've got a nightcap coming up tonight with the Hatchet boys facing Tell City Pro. That's only the second game for the Hatchet boys, and we're mid to late December. Can you believe that?
That's unbelievable. I hope Trey Reed gets to play tonight. I hope so. Makes a big difference when he's out on the floor.
No doubt about it. Tonight's varsity tip-off for the boys, 7:30 on the air at 7:15. But first things first, we got a girls matchup here today and a very solid opponent in the Tecumseh Braves. This is going to be a good matchup for Coach Miles and her squad.
Well, I've heard a lot about, Heather's daughter, Oxley, so I'm looking forward to watching her play, and I'm watching her in warm-ups, and she really does look like the real deal. Certainly looks very strong, and if she has Heather's work ethic, she's going to be hard to stop.
Coach Miles mentioned her quite a bit in the pregame interview. That's one you got to key in on. And when you look to a Hatchet player to do that, I know she had Jade Browning with the duties of keeping the boards under control. You think Jade's going to have the duty of guarding her today?
I'm not sure, really. Depends on what position she's going to be playing, Oxley. So or she may rotate people on her. It's hard to say at this point, but it will be interesting to see who gets the assignment.
Yeah, no doubt, because that's going to be a tough one. And you may even look to double team. And really the best thing you can do is try your best to deny her the basketball, I think, whenever possible.
And also, I've heard it's a very good defensive team we're facing. Of course, we all know the Lady Hatchets are a tremendous defensive team, but this team throws a lot of zone defenses and mixes things up, and we might see some full court or half court pressure. So it'll be interesting to see how we respond to that.
What we're saying is we could see a low-scoring affair today.
Could. I think if they're playing a lot of zones, we're going to have a good day from Jessie Ledgerwood from the outside. Jessie's our main three-point shooter. and hopefully she can drain a few this afternoon.
Well, the Hatchet JV suffered their first loss of the season to Tecumseh, 43-39. Boy, it was a barn burner throughout, but Tecumseh pulled up when they needed to at the very end to get that win.
Yeah, they really played very hard there at the end, and Washington had several opportunities to win that game and just came up a little bit short at the end.
Today it's the Tecumseh Braves in town to face the Lady Hatchets. Tecumseh 3-4 squad, but that records are so misleading.
Well, look who Coach Miles said they were playing. They were really playing some quality opponents.
That's right. They played Evansville, Harrison, Linton, Evansville, Mater Dei, and Heritage Hills. That's the 4 losses.
Linton is a very good team.
Their wins came to Forest Park, South Spencer, and Tell City, and they beat Forest Park, as Coach mentioned, handily, so we know what kind of team Forest Park is.
Yeah, so no question about it. This is going to be a battle. Now, the Lady Hatchets have played 2 outstanding opponents in their last 2 games and won by over 20 points. So that gives you an idea of the early season Washington is having. So I wonder if they can do that again against another quality opponent.
Hatchets are getting some statewide recognition, too, on the rankings, which is good to see and well-deserved.
Well, yeah, they deserve it. They're every bit as, I think they were 8th. Last time we checked, and they're every bit as good as that based on what we've seen in the early going here.
Once again, limited attendance at the Hatchet House, so a crowd of about 60, as you mentioned on Thursday. About the same here today. Tecumseh did bring a good crowd to follow their team, though, too.
Yeah, they have a few more people here than the other night, that's for sure.
Well, we have Heather Arnett Oxley joining us on our halftime show. Heather, of course, a member of my fellow class, the Washington High School class of 1996. Looking forward to catching up with Heather. You know, hard to believe we're not that far away, but I don't think I've seen her since we graduated. So I'll be glad to catch up with her and find out what's going on. Obviously, she's producing, her and her husband are producing some good athletes there in Tecumseh.
Yeah, and Heather, of course, was a member of the 95 team, the 96 team, and those were some really good Lady Hatchet teams. And Heather was just a pleasure to coach, because it didn't matter a game or practice. It was always 110% effort out of her.
Let's take another time out. We'll be back with more on the Hatchet pregame right after this. Brought to you by Bobcat of Davies County. You're listening to Lady Hatchet Basketball on WAMW. Well done, well done.
Mr. Spillman comes through again.
Hatchets and Tecumseh Braves girls high school basketball on WAMW-FM Washington. Thanks to some of our sponsors, CPU Fix Up on Main Street, downtown Washington. I'll tell you, Zach and his team, the best in the business. There are IT experts at the radio station, and I encourage you to visit CPU Fix Up on Main Street, downtown Washington. If you've got computers on your list for Christmas, shop local first. They'll take care of you at CPU Fix Up. Donaldson Insurance, always a proud sponsor of the Hatchets. John and Martha, super fans, and proud to back the Washington Hatchets. A&R Home Center, more than just a hardware store. And also the Davies Community Hospital Core Center, of course, providing The athletic trainers for our Hatchets, and Misty does a tremendous job. We had a JV injury on Tecumseh earlier. So great to have her right on hand to take care of any injuries.
Looks like we had some chin stitches coming from that young lady who hit the floor hard with her chin. And that normally draws a lot of blood, so it wasn't pretty, but she'll be okay.
Let's go to the starting lineups now, brought to you by Boyd Grain in Washington. Boyd Grain, Tom and the team wishing you a Merry Christmas and wishing the Lady Hatchets good luck in their matchup today. For the visitors from Tecumseh, at guard, number 15, Penelope Lemon. At guard, number 22, Carson Flowers. At forward, number 23, Gracie Sullivan. Also at forward, number 25, Cabry Oxley. 1,000 points for young Cabry as just a junior. And rounding out the lineup for Tecumseh will be number 35, Morgan Wilson. As we said, the Tecumseh Braves are 3-4, a very misleading record. They have played some very tough competition, and they are playing without the likes of number 21, their starting guard, who is out with injury today. She's also a Sullivan. I think there's 2 Sullivan sisters, so they're definitely going to miss her today. For the Washington Lady Hatchets, no change up in the starting lineup. It's Jessie Ledgewood and Alita Adradanoska at guards. Elena Thorne, Kensia Lavaseur, Jade Browning at forwards. I know Kyle loves to say Alita Adradanoska's name, doesn't you?
Yeah.
Nice job, Kyle.
At halftime, I had him say that name 10 times over and over.
Well,
until he got
off.
it right.
It paid off by the second half. Kyle's here with us. He is going to make the road trip for us. He and Tony Barnard are fill-ins for Wednesday night's matchup. I think we're leaving it in good hands, bro.
I hope so. Kyle knows how to hook up the equipment now. So
that's important.
We're good.
That's always important. The prescription for success is brought to you by Williams Brothers Healthcare Pharmacy. We talked a little bit about it, bro, but what's your keys for a Hatchet victory here today?
Well, you know, the easy prescription is stop Oxley, but I'm not sure that's possible. So we're going to go with seeing how we can penetrate through their pressure if they have a full court press, see how we handle that, and hitting some outside shots, I think, is a key this afternoon.
Tecumseh Braves in the away blue trimmed in red, Hatchets in the white trimmed in gold. Washington 4-0 unblemished with head coach Gretchen Miles leading the way. Hatchets opened the season with a win over North Knox 51-37. They then topped South Knox 62-33. In Game 3, a big win on the road at Lagodi, a very good Lagodi team. Hatchets won 68-45, and their latest effort was here Thursday night when they defeated a ranked Forest Park team 52-37. So 4-0 and some impressive wins early.
We haven't really had a close game yet, so maybe this will be the first one.
And that's okay.
Yeah, right. As long as we get the W.
Yeah, as long as
Another
we get the
interesting twist this afternoon, Dwayne, is we have, as we've mentioned several times, you know, Heather Arnett's daughter, and she'll be playing against Lisha Fair's daughter, Jade Browning. And Lisha and Heather were teammates all the way up through the grades here at Washington.
Class of 96.
Yeah.
Who could forget that class? We were memorable, bro. We were memorable.
Well, the cheer block especially.
Both teams have been introduced. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the opening tip-off. It's the Hatchets and Tecumseh on the way after this on WAMW. Big thanks to our camera crew today, Brock Thurman and Jack Fry on the floor cameras, and up top, Ruben Gutierrez from the Washington High School radio TV class, providing a video view of today's action.
Today's attendance, Dwayne, is 65.
65 in attendance today. Also want to give a shout out to J.J. Brown. You know, he's the guy behind the operation when it comes to the video crew. Produces every game, and we appreciate him back there, too.
Well, with 65 people in attendance, it's nice that the people can watch it at home. That's for sure.
Opening tip belongs to Washington. Here we go. Kinsea Lavaseur quickly into Thorne. Thorne kicks it back out to Adradanoska. Just underway here, quarter number 1. A little bit of a late start as that JV game had a lot of timeouts in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Thorne underneath, no good off the glass. Rebound, though, to Jade Browning. Browning puts it back up and no good. And this time Tecumseh comes up with it. 2 chances, no score yet. 30 seconds in, the Braves get their first look.
Man-to-man defense for Washington.
Carson Flowers brings it up, guarded tightly by Lavaseur. Now Flowers all the way, no good on that one. Out of bounds.
Official does not know which way to call it.
Foul is going to be the call over the back against Kinsea Lavaseur. First foul of the game against the Hatchets, out of bounds for Tecumseh. Lavaseur with her first personal. Ball is into Morgan Wilson. Wilson to the volleyball line. Now setting it up for the Braves. Boy, watch this defense work, guys.
There was a travel.
Traveling against the Braves, creating a turnover as it does, the Hatchets do, and they do it well.
Dwayne, this is like a broken record, but this defense is just a pleasure to watch how hard they play.
Lavaseur walking it up for Washington. Still scoreless, a minute gone here in the first quarter.
We do have looks like a 1-2-2 zone defense here. Let's see if we can get a 3-point shot.
Ledgerwood takes it, and no, just short. Battle for the rebound, tied up. Good job by Alita Adradanoska, the shortest player on the court, but she fought hard for
Alita
that.
does just an outstanding job every time of blocking out, and she gets some more rebounds than maybe what she should get just because of that fundamental talent she has.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, the jump ball arrow points it to Tecumseh, so the Braves have it. Oxley kicks it over to Morgan Wilson. Wilson has it now, works it to Carson Flowers. Carson picked by Lavaseur. She swatted it out of play. Not in my house as, what's that commercial? I'm trying to think. Dikembe Mutombo. All right, here we go.
Long three.
Up and no. It's off the backboard and out of bounds, going to Washington.
Okay, here's some full court pressure. Let's see how we handle it. Get it back to Kinsea.
We watched the JV game, and they put a lot of pressure in the JV contest. Adradanoska hands off to Lavaseur. Could see it to Ledgerwood. Jesse thought about the 3. Now works it to Jade Browning. Lavaseur, skip pass over to Adradanoska. Oh, a little miscommunication. She was looking to Thorne. Thorne going the other way, and it's out of bounds back to Tecumseh. I like the idea there, just...
Yeah, a skip pass over to the weak side and then get it into the post, but unfortunately the post was vacated. Well, down to about 6 minutes and no score here.
We said it was going to be a low-scoring game, bro, with 2 very good defensive teams, and that's what we're seeing right now. Carson Flowers brings it out to the center circle, gets the play from the coach.
Well, they're struggling to find any opening. Tip your cap to the effort on defense, but there's Oxley.
Oxley gets free, too strong off the glass. Rebound out of bounds and to Washington. That was Oxley's first look.
Yeah, she had a nice look, but was a little too strong on the backboard.
She wants that one back. But I tell you what, she's tough. You can just look at her demeanor on the floor and know she's the real deal. Reach-in foul against Tecumseh.
That's unfortunate, as Washington had like a 3-on-1 fast break going through the press and a little touch foul there.
5.5 to go in the opening quarter, and we're still scoreless. Out of bounds for Washington.
Okay, this is, again, looks like a 1-2-2 zone defense. Probably need to see some, there's a three-pointer.
Lavaseur tries it. It's off the mark. Rebound to Carson Flowers. Flowers now walks it up. She'll direct traffic. Flowers all the way. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back counts. Little breakdown there for the Hatchets, and the first score belongs to Gracie Sullivan and Tecumseh. On the other end, it's swatted as Adradanoska had a good look there, but blocked. Loose ball back to Tecumseh. The Braves with a 2-0 lead and the ball. They'll dish it out to Wilson for 3.
Bank.
And she banks it from the top of the key. You've got to call it. That's our rule here at the Hatchet House, but they're going to go ahead and give her the score.
They only need to there's a turnover and a foul on Ledgerwood.
This pressure is wreaking a little bit of havoc right now for Washington.
Tecumseh is out to a nice start here.
Gracie Sullivan got the steal, and then she was fouled. That's going to be on Ledgerwood, her first, team second.
Chloe Browning in the game for Adradanoska.
Chloe seeing her first action today. So the two Brownings are in, Chloe and Jade, along with Lavaseur, Thorne, and Ledgerwood. Lob pass underneath to Oxley, and she finishes for 2.
7-0.
Cabry Oxley, a 1,000-point scorer in her junior year, puts her team up 7-0. Chloe Browning out to Thorne. Thorne in the paint. Right hand shot up and in for 2.
Elena goes, enough of this stuff. Let's get to work.
And we talk about her left hand, right hand. She can use them both. It doesn't matter, and it just is tough to defend.
And she went up there. She was bound and determined to get that shot off.
Morgan Wilson tries to drive baseline. Good spin move, and she gets 2 more. Wilson has 5. This is a good team. 9-2 in favor of Tecumseh.
Nice pass by Ledgerwood.
Fast break, 2 and 1 as Jade Browning connects and gets a chance to make it 3 at the line.
That was just a beautiful bounce pass in a little bit of traffic by Ledgerwood.
That's what she does. She works so hard at finding the open player. She doesn't put a lot of points on the board, but let's face it, when she's not on the floor, we miss her.
And she's very capable of putting points on the board, too, but very unselfish.
Sub in now as Gracie Sullivan picks up her second foul. She's going to have to sit down and make way for Jennifer Donahoe. Jennifer Donahoe in the lineup now. As the free throw is good, Browning has 3. She finished with 19 and led the way in Washington's win against Forest Park on Thursday night.
Well, Dwayne, 9-5 sounds a lot better than 7-0.
Sure does, sure does.
So, good to get some points on the board.
Carson Flowers, tight defense by Lavaseur. She hands off to the new player, Donahoe. Now back to Flowers. Flowers kicks it over to Penelope Lemon. Morgan Wilson has it. Wilson looking in. No good on the shot, but 2 free throws coming for Jennifer Donahoe. Cutting to the basket, worked open.
That one is on Ledgerwood, probably.
And that's going to be her second personal foul. That's not good. As Alita Dradanoska is set to check in for Jesse. First free throw is up and in. 10-5. Tecumseh leads by 5 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Bill Dobson Ford, one of our sponsors today. A Dobson deal is a better deal. McAllister Machinery, your Caterpillar dealer in Washington. And the Crane Federal Credit Union, always banking on a Hatchet victory. Both free throws count for Donahoe, and the Braves are back up 6, 11-5. Continuing with the full court pressure. This time the Hatchets break it. Lavaseur at the top of the key. Hands off to Adradanoska. We're at the 3-minute mark in the opening quarter. Chloe Browning's open for 3. She hits it.
We needed that big time.
Chloe Browning from downtown. That's another class of 96 member, Sarah Browning. She was in our class as well. So
we didn't even mention her.
Class of 96 well represented today.
Sorry about that.
With our young Hatchets and Tecumseh Braves. Good steal by Lavaseur. Picks it off. Now she's off to the races. Kinsia spins in and good. That's what she does best.
Yep.
11-10. The Tecumseh lead is cut to 1.
Kinsia is going to end up her career with the most career coast-to-coast points, don't you think?
Hands down, yes. Morgan Wilson feeds it nicely underneath to Donahoe. Donahoe can't get the shot, but she again gets 2 more free throws.
We're going to get ourselves in a little bit of foul trouble here in a minute.
It's a 4th team foul against Washington.
And that is on...
it's on Jade Browning,
okay, that's
her
first. Okay.
Shot no good that time by Donahoe. You're listening to Washington Lady Hatchet basketball On your home for the Hatchets, Memories 107.9 WAMW FM Washington. Dwayne Shake along with Steve Brothers. Both free throws off the mark for Donahoe. Good break for Washington as the Hatchets get the rebound. Kensia feeds it nicely into Jade Browning, and Jade gets 2 more.
Jade is continuing where she left off on Thursday.
And Lavaseur made that happen with a nice pass. Hatchets have their first lead, 12-11. Oxley underneath, too strong off the glass. Rebound to Thorne.
There's transition that we saw Thursday.
Browning out to Adradanoska. Hatchets reset now. Jade Browning, far side. Kicks it out to Chloe Browning. Into Lavaseur. Now to Jade. Jade's jumper, no. Rebound to Oxley. Oxley with the outlet pass to Wilson. Wilson alertly pulls it up. Now back to Oxley. And this time she tries to work it over to Donahoe, but Donahoe can't handle it, and it's out of bounds. Back to Washington.
One little criticism that mom had about her daughter was, and it sounds like a parent, but it's probably true, is that her daughter is a little bit maybe too unselfish. And that was a classic case right there where maybe she should have just taken it to the basket.
Lavaseur with a beautiful feed to Adradanoska for the finish. Lavaseur dribbled through 3 Tecumseh Braves and then alertly sees Adradanoska open for the bucket. Wilson shot way too strong. Another rebound for Kensia, and she's fouled this time. Kensia is really making things happen right now, stepping up in the point guard position.
When I heard they were going to press, I had visions of Kensia dribbling through the thing for some fast break baskets.
She's fun to watch, and just a fun girl. I'm telling you, I know I talk a lot about having her in class, but she just loves life and a tremendous athlete.
Well, she's sure fun to watch, that's for sure.
Adradanoska over to Chloe Browning for the 3.
Oh, in and out.
Oxley gets the board. 45 seconds left of the opening quarter. Washington 14, Tecumseh 11. Carson Flowers tries for the 3. It's short, but an offensive rebound and a putback is good for Donahoe. Donahoe has 4, making it 14-13.
And we're going to go for one shot here.
Big shout out to our good friend Luke Zeller listening into the game today. He had high praise for us, bro. Really appreciate that, Luke. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you listening in.
I know him.
One of the great athletes here in Washington.
We got a turnover here.
That's his jersey hanging right on top of the gym.
I see 3 of them up there.
That's right.
That had the same number, right?
Reciprocating turnovers for both teams, giving it back to the Hatchets for the final 3 seconds.
Where's Jade? We need a
Got to go the length of the floor, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. No luck that time. We played 1 quarter of basketball. On the A&R Home Center scoreboard, it's Washington 14, Tecumseh 13. We got a game. Back with more in 1 minute on WAMW. Welcome back to the Hatchet House in Washington. After 8 minutes, it's the Lady Hatchets 14, Tecumseh Braves 13. Washington starts with a basketball to begin this second period.
Tecumseh remains in their zone defense. So we need a couple more threes to open that up a little bit. So get the ball to Chloe, see what she can do.
Inside, Jade Browning draws a triple team, dishes out to Chloe.
That would have been a 3, but she bobbled the pass.
Adradanoska looks into Thorne. and we got a reach-in foul called against Tecumseh.
Well, whenever Thorne gets the ball inside, she's triple teamed, so they've done their scouting.
They have. Thorne's only 2 points, but on the other side, Oxley only 2 after 1 quarter.
Yep.
So both of the leaders being pretty quiet so far, thanks to good defense on each side. Chloe Browning off to Adradanoska, top of the key, over to Thorne now. They're giving Alita that 3. I think she's going to have to take it. Browning's open now.
Again, Chloe might have passed one up.
Loose ball. Hatchets hang on. Chloe Browning with it over to Alita Adradanoska.
Chloe's got to take that shot.
Now Thorne makes the move in the paint. Good strong move for 2.
That is unstoppable, Dwayne. She goes in, and then everybody thinks she's going to shoot it left-handed, and she shoots it right-handed.
Morgan Wilson.
Don't call the touch foul, sir.
It is. It is a touch foul.
No touch fouls, please.
Hey, we're trying to be good this year, remember? I am, I guess. That doesn't include you.
I know, but you're my boss, so I got to be good.
You're all right. It was a very much ticky-tack touch foul. I will give you that. On the inbound pass, out of bounds to Washington, so turnabout's fair play as the Tecumseh Braves turn it over.
Continuing with their full court pressure.
Washington 16.
Get it to Cancia. Okay,
Tecumseh
dribble
13.
through it. Go ahead and try and dribble through it. Nope.
There, they get it across. Alita picks up the dribble, hands to Thorne. Thorne takes it to the paint again.
All day long.
Yep, 2 more.
He needs a timeout.
Timeout. He heard you.
Well, he's got to do something about that because they can't stop it.
30-second timeout for Tecumseh. We take 1-2 back to the Hatchet House. Washington 18, Tecumseh 13. We return right after this. Back at the Hatchet House, Dwayne Shake alongside Steve Brothers. Lady Hatchets 18, Tecumseh Braves 13. The Braves have the ball as play resumes.
Well, the coach over here on the Tecumseh sideline was very verbal during that timeout, basically saying, you got to be able to stop that, and how do you stop it?
There's a turnover for Tecumseh as Chloe Browning stepped in front of the pass. Hatchets have it. Browning sets, shoots, and scores.
That's exactly what is needed right there.
Chloe Browning with 5 points, 20-13. Hatchets now by 7. Coach for Tecumseh, Adam Lubehausen, 82-64, 7 years with the program. 3 ball by the Braves off the mark. The rebound is controlled by Washington. Outlet pass to Adradanoska. Little too strong. Had the right idea, but Alita couldn't hang on. And the ball goes back to Tecumseh.
You know, Dwayne, it seems like we're behind in this game. And you look at the scoreboard, we're ahead 20-13. But, you know, we had that slow start. But all of a sudden, we've just been able to turn it around thanks to Elena Thorne.
Penelope Lemon returns for the Braves as Carson Flowers brings it up. Flowers hands off to Morgan Wilson. Look at the job on defense that Thorne's doing down on Oxley. Oxley's almost a steal, but it stays with Tecumseh.
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
Oxley's only had her hand on the ball 3 times, I think, so far in this game.
And you can just tell she's a great player. You can just see it. I mean, she's so strong.
Carson Flowers wide open for the 3. She'll take it. It's off the mark, but Oxley gets great position. Her putback is no good, and this time controlled by Thorne. Now the Hatchets push it up. Adradanoska looks into Lavaseur. Lavaseur sets and shoots and scores. Did you see that?
Yep.
Lavaseur got positioned down there. She was ready for the ball, and Alita obliged and took over from there. Reach-in foul against Washington. We got one official using the air whistle. It's not quite as loud as the regular whistle, so sometimes a little faint when that one blows.
Yep. Or maybe he's just out of breath.
They used them during the volleyball season. Tecumseh now loses it. Lavaseur comes up with it and alertly hands off to Adradanoska. Excellent defense again. Thorne
Elena's she's so unselfish. She's got to go up with the shot.
Shout out to our good friend Potsy, who has the train running now on Main Street. The museum's train is up and running till 4 o'clock this afternoon. Bring the kids by to check out that awesome display. I think they added a new train this year. There's even some smoke on that train. Good way to get in the Christmas spirit. Check out the museum's window display today till 4 p.m. 3 ball, up and no good by Tecumseh. Gracie Sullivan attempted that one on the rebound. Going to be over the back against the Braves, giving it to Washington.
Yep, Chloe Browning had that rebound and got pounded on the rebound.
I want to thank some more sponsors. They include Goodwin Seavers Funeral Home on State Street in Washington and Heritage Petroleum, fueling your everyday life. Washington 22, Tecumseh 13. Hatchets with the ball, 4.5 left in the first half of play.
No full court pressure that time by Tecumseh. Jade Browning.
Around the rim, couldn't get it. Loose ball into the hands of the Braves. Carson Flowers now works it up. Shot
nice
good.
Shot there.
That was Jennifer Donahoe. I tell you, Jennifer came off the bench, and she's got 6 points now.
Nice shot. 22-15 here.
4 minutes left in the first half. Hatchets by 7. Chloe Browning's open for 3. Too strong on that one. Flowers reaches out and grabs the board. Now she's going to go. Hand off to Oxley. Quick set, shoot, baseline jumper, good.
That was a nice shot. Catch it and shoot it.
Yep, no time to get there to guard her on that one. So Oxley with 4 points, and now Coach Miles wants a timeout. 22-17 our score. 3:52 left in the first half. Washington leading by 5. We'll be back to the Hatchet House in 1 minute on WAMW. Washington has the ball as play resumes, and the Hatchets turn it over. Lavasseur's pass picked off by Oxley, and the Braves now push it up with 3.5 left in the first half. Washington 22, Tecumseh 17. Carson Flowers taken away by Lavaseur, and then picked and given back to Oxley and the Braves.
Hard to keep up as the turnovers continue to mount.
It's just that defense, bro. We talked about it in the pregame. We knew these are two good defensive teams, and we're seeing it.
Good ball movement by Tecumseh.
Flowers short on her jump shot. Rebound right to the hands of Oxley. It's too strong on that one. And Browning's going to go, Jade Browning, over the back. So it's going to stay with Tecumseh. They're getting a lot of good second chance opportunities down there, unfortunately.
2 fouls now on Jade.
Chloe is going to check right back in for Jade Browning now. Allison Hill also entered the lineup during the timeout, the freshman in there for Washington.
So we've got suddenly our size is an issue, as we have Chloe Browning and Hill and Adradanoska. But we have 2 big girls underneath.
A bonus situation for the Braves now as 7 fouls whistled against Washington, and the first free throw for Donahoe is good. She'll have one more. Makes it 22-18. Hatchets by 4. Second free throw also good. Donahoe 4 for 6 at the line. She's got 8 points.
She's done a great job, that's for sure.
22-19, under 3 minutes left in the first half. Ooh, watch out.
Got hammered from behind.
Foul. going out of bounds for Washington. That's the 6th team foul
Right.
against Tecumseh.
We need a nice little out-of-bounds play in here to see if Elena can get a shot. What do you think?
Here we go. Chloe
Yep.
Browning kicks it out to Adradanoska. Alita over to Thorne. Thorne now works it to Chloe Browning. Chloe skips it over to Alita. There's Lavaseur underneath, works free.
How do you like that position?
Two
She
more.
dribbles and gets herself into a position where it's a difficult shot to block. Uses her body so well.
6 for Lavaseur, 24-19 now. Hatchet lead back at 5. Gracie Sullivan works it over to Carson Flowers. Carson kicks it top of the key.
Excellent
Now
ball movement.
Sullivan for 3, no good, and over the back is going to be the call against Donahoe.
That was beautiful screening out by Chloe Browning.
Hatchet ball.
Textbook right there.
And we're shooting free throws on this end now. 7th team foul against Tecumseh.
So Chloe gets rewarded for a job well done with hopefully a couple of free throws. 24-19. We're down to 2:12 in the half.
Thompson Insurance, one of our proud sponsors today. Thompson Insurance, treating you the way you want to be treated. Morgan Wilson checks back into the lineup. Luke tells us Morgan is part of the distinction program. Maddie Dalton, also part of the distinction program from Washington. So he's got some interest in a couple of his players from his camp playing ball here today.
Yes, he does. I'm sure they learned quite a bit.
You can tell, absolutely. Out of bounds to Tecumseh as the free throw was off the mark. So the Braves walk it up with 2 minutes left in the first half. 24-19. Hatchets holding on to a 5-point lead. Flowers kicks it to Oxley. Oxley shot too strong. Rebound. Jump ball. And the possession arrow will keep it with the Braves.
Oxley has a very quick release on her shot. She can catch and shoot in a heartbeat.
Just not knowing her own strength today. Most of them are missing too strong. Top of the key, Donahoe has it now. It's kicked around to Flowers. Back to Donahoe. Shot no good. Rebound. Still in control. It's Tecumseh. There's Wilson for 3. She missed it. And now Lavaseur comes up with it. Kensia is off to the races, and she's fouled. Kensia Lavaseur is going to shoot one in bonus. Coach Lubehausen didn't like that call. His first trip to the line for Kensia here in the first half.
Washington is 1 for 2 altogether from the free throw line.
Minute 33 left. First half, 24-19. Washington leads by 5. Be sure to join us at halftime. We'll talk to Heather Arnett Oxley, Washington High School graduate, class of 1996. Her daughter is the one we've talked a lot about, Cabry Oxley, playing for Tecumseh today. Second free throw is up and in. She gets them both. Lavaseur now with 8 points. And the Hatchets lead 26-19. You're right about the ball movement by Tecumseh.
They do a great job.
They really do. It's challenging the Hatchet defense, but the Hatchets are stepping up to it nicely. Flowers, too strong.
Look at that rebound.
Rebound up and in. Oxley just powered that one. Worked around her defender and got it and finished. She's well below her average, only 6 points so far in this first half.
Down to a minute.
Washington 26, Tecumseh 21.
She carried the ball in the crossover.
The official right on that.
Yep.
Out of bounds, so an unforced error and a turnover for the Hatchets. Gracie Sullivan re-entering now for the Braves, replacing Penelope Lemon.
8 turnovers apiece in this half.
Morgan Wilson sets, shoots, and scores. That looked like something from the Zeller distinction camp there. Luke, you can be proud of that shot. 7 points for Morgan Wilson, 26-23.
Washington may go for the last one here with 33 seconds to go.
What a game, though, bro. This has been an excellent first half.
Yep. And this is good for the Lady Hatchets because, as we've mentioned, they've really not been in any tight games yet.
You're only as good as the opponent you face, and this is what gets you ready for postseason tournament time. We know what kind of tournament if we are fortunate enough to get past the sectional, that 3A regional, and the Hatchets turn it over.
That was a tough one.
That 3A regional is probably, hands down, arguably the toughest one in the state.
We're down to 7 seconds here.
See what Tecumseh does with it. Morgan Wilson, too strong. Rebound, and that's going to do it for the first half. So Washington hanging on to a narrow lead. We're at halftime on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. It's the Washington Hatchets 26, Tecumseh Braves 23. Halftime show coming up in 2 minutes on WAMW. Welcome back to the Hatchet House in Washington. It's halftime on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. What a great ball game we got going today. Lady Hatchets and Tecumseh Lady Braves, they're battling at the half. Washington 26, Tecumseh 23. And what an honor. Special guest joining us at halftime. Washington High School class of 1996, Heather Arnett Oxley, a fellow scholar, athlete. Well, I say fellow, maybe not the athlete part, but scholar anyway, huh? On my side, not... What am I trying? You know what I'm trying to say here.
Were you trying to say you're a scholar? Is that what you're trying to say?
I wasn't that either.
Okay.
Well, she's the scholar athlete.
Okay, we'll take that.
I'm just the radio DJ. Heather, hello.
Hi, Dwayne. Thanks.
Good to see you. Again, class of 96 well represented today. Bro and I were talking during the first half. You've got your daughter playing for Tecumseh, and then we've got Lisha and Sarah's daughters both playing for Washington. So we're well represented today.
Yeah, I know it seems really weird. Number one, sitting on the visitor side, but number two, seeing my teammates over there and walking down the halls. It's fun, but a little different.
Well, we're enjoying watching your daughter play. You can just tell she's a tremendous athlete just by her strength and her savvy on the floor and her ability to get offensive rebounds and putbacks and things like that. You got to be awfully proud of her.
Definitely proud. Usually, always am. She does work hard, but she loves her teammates, and they all try and they're getting to where they're really starting to work together.
And also, we hear she's an outstanding volleyball and softball player.
Yeah, she is. She led them in volleyball and then broke some records as a freshman in softball with home runs, 12 in a season.
Wow.
Didn't get to play last year, but hopefully
that's
this year.
true, yeah.
Yeah, we have a very good chance. We got some good pitchers. We got a lot of talent on the field, so hopefully they get to do that this year.
Well, let's not forget about basketball. She's joined the 1,000-point club as a junior, which you don't see that happen very often, Heather.
I know, it's pretty amazing. Sometimes I think, really? Did she really do that? Yeah, but she expects herself to do well, but very humble about doing it, and she knows she has to have the other girls around her.
What do you think about this Washington team? This is a team that we, Bro and I, are real excited about. They're just a good, fundamentally sound team today.
Yeah, I was talking to Gretchen before the game. I've watched them a little bit online, and it's fun to watch because it reminds me of the Hatchet teams that I played on, aggressive on defense and pushing the ball. They're definitely going to be tough to beat.
Heather, could you walk us through that back screen that you set for Alicia Fair in the semi-state against New Albany back in '96, where she got that last-second shot? Could you walk us through that?
That was beautiful.
See, people don't realize it was your back screen that got her open.
Well, it's a lot of the dirty work that I guess I did, but that was the fun part, and we all worked very well together on that team. But yeah, that's one to remember, that's for sure.
Well, that was just so fun. You go back to those runs, and of course I was in the cheer block. The cheer block was way into that, but we had so much fun traveling to Seymour, and then following the 95, 96, those were some good years of girls basketball, and we're looking to rebuild that, I think, with this program we got now.
Oh, definitely. Gretchen was a part of that, and she is bringing the tradition back. I don't know the rest of her coaching staff, but they've got it together, and they've got some hardworking girls. Cabry has played with Ledgerwood a couple summers ago, and, she could really feed the ball in there. And the other girls, Cabry's played against a little bit, but they're tough.
Well, what's Heather up to these days?
Well, running around 3 kids to every sport, No, I teach 3rd grade in Linville, and before she was in high school, I coached not softball, volleyball and basketball that she played. But since then, I'm not doing any coaching, just getting around everywhere.
Well, I've got 2 guys here. My help here, they claim that back in the day when you coached a 4th grade team, and they might have been the officials.
Yeah, you were all over the
razzed
officials,
them a little
and
bit.
you're looking at them right now.
you got anything to say about that?
That's because I knew you knew the right call, and you weren't giving it to me. You should have given me a little something. I think we won that game, though, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
I gave it to you at the end.
Yeah,
right?
thanks. You were saving it.
Threw
I know.
that in there. All right. Well, Heather, great catching up with you. Good seeing you. Continued success for you and the kids and the family, and it's good to have you back in the Hatchet house. We just wish you were wearing black and gold over here, Heather.
Well, I know it does seem a little weird, but my farmer at home keeps me down the Tecumseh way.
Heather, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Great seeing you.
We'll be back with the first half stats after this timeout on WAMW. Halftime stats for Washington. They're led in scoring by Kencia Lavaseur, who finished with 8 points at the half. 6 points for Elena Thorne, 5 points for Jade Browning, 5 points for Chloe Browning, and 2 for Alita Adradanoska. 8 for Lavaseur, 6 for Thorne, 5 for Chloe Browning, 5 for Jade Browning, and 2 for Alita Adradanoska. For Tecumseh, they're led by Jennifer Donahoe off the bench with 8 points at the half, 7 for Morgan Wilson, 6 for Cabry Oxley, and 2 for Gracie Sullivan. But Donahoe really made her presence known off the bench, stepping up, finished with 8 to lead the way for Tecumseh. Washington was up 14-13 at the end of the first quarter, 26-23 at the half. What do you got on team stats, bro?
For Washington, 11 for 20 from the field, 55% shooting. 1 for 5 from the three-point arc, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Only 1 offensive rebound, Dwayne. 8 defensive rebounds, 9 first-half turnovers. Too many. I'm sure Coach Miles is not pleased about that one. For Tecumseh, we are 9 for 28 from the field, 32% shooting, including 1 for 8 from the three-point arc, 4 for 6 from the free throw line. They have 6 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, and 8 turnovers. So we're being out-rebounded 14-9. But luckily our field goal percentage is 55, whereas the Braves are at 32%.
26-23. It's even as it gets at the half, but one more half left to find out who wins this one. It's the Washington Hatchets at 4-0 against the Tecumseh Braves at 3-4. Dwayne Shake along with Steve Brothers, and again, thanks to our video crew today as well, Brock Thurman and Jack Fry and Ruben Gutierrez, bringing you the video footage today. Don't forget tonight, Hatchet boys basketball, as the Washington boys will have their second game of the year with the Tell City Marksmen in town. Last night, the Bossy game was postponed and rescheduled for Monday night. It's going to be a Monday night trip to Evansville.
Nice.
December 28th will be that rescheduled date. Washington starting with the basketball to begin the second half, and we're underway.
Well, Jessie Ledgerwood is back in the game, so that's good. She had to take the second quarter off because of foul trouble.
Lavaseur looking into Thorne. Thorne draws the triple team. Kicks it back out to Lavaseur. They are really denying her the ball. Now Lavaseur gets free inside for two more. She goes to double digits with 10.
She is so hard to stop in there.
She's stepping up big because Elena's being keyed in on.
She certainly is.
Elena's had very few touches in this first half. There's a three for Wilson. It's good. Morgan Wilson from downtown for her second three. She's in double figures with 10.
That was a quick shot, too. Catch it and shoot it. Nothing but net.
28-26, the lead for Washington, now just two. Just underway in the second half.
They called travel on Jade Browning.
Jade Browning whistled for the travel.
She must have lifted her pivot foot a nanosecond prior to the ball hitting the floor.
Today's game brought to you by Ed Lee Mortuary, caring for you when you need the care the most. At Ace's Restaurant inside the Washington Country Club. Great dinner for you tonight at Ace's. Stop by. Make plans to join Daniel and the team at Ace's Restaurant. Underneath to Oxley. Strong move up, no good, but she's going to get the foul. And Oxley will shoot two free throws, her first trip to the line today.
Referees are calling this game rather tightly. Clearly not one-sided, but definitely tight.
And the free throw is up and in. Coach Brett Madison is asking us to continue our talks with Heather about getting Cabry to play at Washington next year. He would sure love to have her on the volleyball team.
I'm sure he would.
Both free throws are good for Oxley, and we're tied at 28 now. A new ball game. 6:45 to play, third quarter. Adradanoska to Ledgerwood for the three. She got it.
Nice.
That's big. Big three-pointer.
We need that big time.
Jessie Ledgerwood, top of the key.
Keep shooting, Jessie.
From downtown, 31-28. Hatchets back up by 3. Cabry Oxley off to Gracie Sullivan. Now we kick it around to Flowers. Carson Flowers works it to Morgan Wilson. Wilson into Oxley. Oxley tries to get it.
A little too quick on the pass there.
To Penelope Lemon, and Lemon couldn't handle it. It's out of bounds, back to Washington. Hatchet D creates the turnover. We knew what we were coming into today, and this is nothing short of what we expected.
Well, we need Jessie to hit a couple more threes.
She's open again. Oh, yes! Give it to her.
Just
two in a row.
Just what the doctor ordered.
You called that one, bro. Well done. And it's
timeout.
Actually, they put the score on the wrong side. It's actually 34-28 now. Hatchets lead by 6. We'll be back to the Hatchet House right after this on WAMW. Back here at the Hatchet House, 5:45 to go, third quarter. Washington 34, Tecumseh 28. We've got a great girls game on your Saturday afternoon.
And we have a rarity as the Hatchets have been playing a zone defense the last couple of possessions. Last few
Shot
possessions.
off the mark. Rebound to Lavaseur and the Hatchets. Lavaseur. Ball loose. Hatchets hang on. Sticky pressure by Tecumseh. These are two very solid defensive teams.
Okay, we've got a 2-3 zone for the Braves. And we've got to find Jessie again.
There she is. Opted up. Probably should have took it as it's taken away by Tecumseh. And now taken back away by the Hatchets. Jessie knocked that one loose into the hands of Adradanoska. What's the turnover rate now?
It is 10-11. Washington has one more.
Elita's got to take that.
Well, they're
there's
a Thorne with a long shot. No good.
They want her to take it, don't they?
Yeah.
Gracie Sullivan. Now it's into Morgan Wilson. Wilson back out to Sullivan. She's the three-shooter for them. Can't get it. Good rebound for Ledgerwood.
Yeah, we're in a zone defense because their three-point shooting is...
Reach-in foul against Tecumseh.
2 for 11 they are from the three-point arc. So Coach Miles here in the second half has opted to go with the zone, which you don't see very often, but it's nice to have that in your repertoire.
Today's game on WAMW brought to you in part by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Hatchets, and Anna Lou Chapman, your RE/MAX real estate broker in Washington. Into Thorne. Thorne can't get it. Short rebound to Gracie Sullivan and the Braves. Still 34-28.
There was a travel.
And there's a travel called against Kinsley Heidenbright.
Unforced error. She caught it and took a little step, and it looks like she's coming out because of it.
Washington Chrysler Center proud to bring you today's game. Our morning ride is a Dodge Durango. It's got the third row of seating. It's a smooth ride. It's white in color, 2019, low miles. You can take it home now during the Big Finish event of 2020. See the sales team at Washington Chrysler Center. Tell them you want Shake's morning ride. In it goes to Thorne.
Jesse's
Thorne draws
open,
the double
weak
team,
side.
but she works out of it, takes it to the hoop.
Oh,
no good.
Man, she's missed a few maybe that she should be hitting. I'm sure she's upset about it.
She knocked it loose, and last touch by Thorne, so it stays with Tecumseh.
I thought that last shot was going to go down. Nice little baby hook there.
It looked good. Boy, this is 34-28. We've been there for a while now.
Both teams really going after it on their zone defenses.
Gracie Sullivan. Over it goes to Lemon. Now they work it in to Oxley, and the double team was there, but a little bump foul.
Well, what the zone defense does on both ends, it prevents the franchise players from getting that many touches, and it's been effective on both ends.
Chloe Browning coming in for Jade. Jade now has 4 fouls, unfortunately.
Yeah,
she's whistled for that one.
That's tough. Oh, nice by Elena Thorne.
Great play by Thorne, and the steal.
Wow. Where's Jessie? We got to find her.
Dradanoska off to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood at the volleyball line.
We got to get her over on the weak side here.
Chloe Browning has it. Now Jessie kicks it to Thorne. Little pitch and catch outside for Washington. Browning's open for the three. Hits it!
Beautiful.
Chloe Browning with her second three-pointer. She's got 8 points.
Her best game of her career.
That's huge.
Yeah,
37-28. As you've mentioned, we've got to have a three-point shooter in this zone defense. And if Jessie's not there, Chloe's stepping up big. Morgan Wilson cutting to the hoop and gets 2 more.
Gosh dang it, Luke.
Luke, what are you doing to us, Luke? Morgan with 12 points.
Come
now.
on. Just coach the Washington girls.
We're talking about the distinction program, Luke Zeller's program. He's listening in today. 3 ball from Lavaseur from downtown, and it's good. Cancia stepping up for the 3. 40-30, Hatchet lead now 10. Penelope Lemon.
You can feel some momentum here. We get a stop.
Oxley, jumper too strong. Rebound to Washington. Jessie Ledgerwood dribbling out of trouble. And now with 2 minutes left, she'll slow things up.
Chloe Browning in the corner. Shoots. A little strong. Levasseur with the rebound.
Levasseur gets the rebound, works it into Thorne. She can't get it, but she is fouled.
.152 to go. Washington looking at a 10-point lead, potentially 12. As Elena Thorne is at the free throw line. First one up. Good.
Elena connects on the front end.
That's just 7 points for Elena here. But, boy, the Braves have really been concentrating their defense on her.
Luke says he's taking applications for the distinction program.
Okay, you heard that.
Absolutely. I tell you what, you can see firsthand what it does. I mean, you can definitely, when you watch a game and you pick the players, you can see who's taking the program,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Fundamentals, that's
There's
what it's
a
all about.
travel no call.
Gracie Sullivan. Now it's worked all the way around to Morgan for 3. Wilson missed that time. And it's tied up. Jump ball. Arrow pointing to Tecumseh. Williams Brothers Healthcare Pharmacy, proud to bring you today's game. Also Heller's Country Garden on State Street in Washington. The pass goes into Oxley. Oxley can't get it. And the rebound controlled by Levasseur and the Hatchets. 41-30. Hatchets with their biggest lead now at 11. Minute 25 to play in the third quarter.
The Braves are doing a little better job guarding the perimeter now in the three-point shot.
And Levasseur in trouble. Hands off to Thorne. Thorne
To
back to
shoot the
Levasseur. Yes, and one. Can see ya.
Those two, one pass to the other, and they pass it back to the other, and then they're so unselfish. They need to shoot it. I think Elena turned down a really nice shot and got it to Cancia, but it turned out okay.
Really good friends too.
And we're looking at a 13, potentially 14-point lead now.
The shot is in and out on the free throw. No good. Rebound to Tecumseh.
Ooh, there's a foul.
Yep. Cancia knows it. She tried to step into the pass, but got a little body contact.
She goes, my bad, my bad.
You can't fault the aggressiveness, though. That's only her second personal foul. Out of bounds for the Braves. Kinsley Heichelbeck hands it off to Flowers. Back to Heichelbeck. Now Flowers for the 3. It's short. Oxley with the rebound. She lost her footing.
No call. They could have called a foul on that or something.
And now it goes to Washington. Inside, Thorne. A jump ball. Arrow pointing to Washington. So it stays with the Hatchets. We've got 47 seconds left in this third quarter of play.
Okay, let's see if we can get the ball inside here on this out of bounds. There it is.
It's Levasseur for 2 more. Cancia Levasseur, 9 points in this quarter, 17 overall.
Taking over the game.
45-30. Hatchets by 15. Oxley.
Near turnover. We got a foul. Oh, no, they didn't call a foul. They did call it Washington's ball. Are they calling
No, it
a
is
foul?
a foul. It's a foul.
It was a shove, yeah.
A shove by Oxley, giving it to Washington.
Tecumseh fans was not happy on that call. Very unhappy. Think about having 65 people in the crowd. You can kind of hear stuff.
You can hear the arguments. That's right.
You don't want to be talking about anybody.
Coach Lieberhausen is really pleading his case over here.
No gossip allowed in this game.
25 seconds. Washington more than likely looking for the last shot here of the third quarter. They lead on the A&R Home Center scoreboard, 45-30. Ledgerwood at the center circle.
Watch out for the 5-second call. Okay.
They hand off to Levasseur. Now to Thorne.
Triple team.
Thorne back to Levasseur. 3 seconds. Jesse Ledgerwood. Oh, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play.
I thought she was going to nail that one.
It was close.
Yep.
8 minutes left here at the Hatchet House on the A&R Home Center scoreboard after 3. Washington 45, Tecumseh 30. We got fourth quarter action coming your way in 1 minute on WAMW. Back here at the Hatchet House, Dwayne Shake with Steve Brothers. Kyle Cornelius looking on as well today. We got a pretty good team in place here. Thanks to you guys for filling in Thursday night. I was with you in spirit for sure. And again, a reminder, the next Lady Hatchet game Wednesday night, Kyle and Tony Barnard.
The great Tony Barnard.
On the call for the Evansville Memorial game down at Evansville. No stops beforehand at any specific joints down there, all right?
Guidance counselor extraordinaire.
That's right. That's right. It's going to be a good one, too, bro. I'm sorry you and I have to miss that one. It will be a great ball game. Memorial, always when we go to that gym, it's tough.
It is. It's hard to win there.
That's Wednesday night here on Memories 107.9. Tecumseh starts with the ball to begin the fourth quarter. Washington leading 45-30 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. They look underneath. It goes to Donahoe. She's fouled. And Donahoe is going to shoot 2 more free throws. Boy, she's camped out there. This is her 4th trip to the line today.
That referee, I guess, is not used to seeing the long arm of the law. And it looked like a block was called a foul.
That's Thorne, her 2nd personal foul. 4th team foul against the Hatchets. Donahoe's first free throw short. Lost her legs on that one.
Yep.
She'll shoot 1 more. Today's game also brought to you by the End Zone Screen Printing and Embroidery. They do great work. They have provided us with our face mask and the new WAMW T-shirts. Whether you need 1 or thousands, they can do it for you at the End Zone in Washington. 45-31.
Chloe thought about that shot.
Yep, she wanted it.
She needs to take it. Take it.
Oh, not yet. Running a little clock here. Hatchets kind of taking their time.
Yeah, they're not going to be in any huge hurry.
Alita Dradanoska kicked by Tecumseh and stay with the Hatchets.
Well, with a 14-point lead facing a zone defense, Coach Miles might think about just pulling the ball out, forcing them to play man-to-man. But we'll see. Or else just take your time as the clock ticks down to 7:07.
Yeah, they've ran a minute now.
Yeah.
Thorne in the paint. No, can't get it. Rebound to Oxley and the Braves. Donahoe left open. Her drive on the baseline is no good. Jessie Ledgerwood gets the rebound. 45-31 Hatchets.
Elena got knocked down, and the girl that knocked her down was going to help her up while the clock was moving. Then she thought better of it.
Yeah, reach in foul against Flowers. She apologized.
Yeah, she goes, hey, I'm sorry. But you don't help somebody up while the game's going on.
Into the lineup now comes Penelope Lemon back in for the Braves, replacing Carson Flowers.
Okay, let's see if we get a different look defensively.
Thorne pulls up for the jumper and hit it.
Is that a two-pointer?
It's a two-pointer. Almost a 3, but she connects, and Coach Miles now wants a timeout.
9 points for Thorne.
47-31 in favor of the Hatchets. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WAMW. Welcome back to the Hatchet House. What a great game today.
Yes, it is. And
this has been close throughout. This score is very misleading, bro.
I know. I can't believe we're up this much because it seems like they're right on our heels, and that's the mark of a good squad. They aren't going to give up. This game is really not over with a team of this quality.
That's right. 47-31. Still plenty of time remaining. 6:24 to go. Hatchets leading by 16.
We're going to have to ask Coach Miles about this zone defense, which we haven't seen, I don't think, all year. Looks pretty good. As we've said, Oxley has had minimal touches, and there she is finally with the ball.
She got it. Hands off, though, quickly to Lemon. Now Heichelbeck tries for the three. It's short, and
Wow.
it's out of bounds to Washington.
That was, I'm not going to be too critical. That was not really good shooting form there. That was kind of a two-handed shove.
Full court pressure again by Tecumseh. Lavaseur breaks it. Hands off to Thorne. Ledgerwood for the three. Yes, she got it. Jessie Ledgerwood, her third three-pointer, 9 points. Washington 50, Tecumseh 31.
Well, I knew Jessie was going to have a good game for us to have a chance of winning, and she stepped up.
She's got a great outside shot. She really does. Heichelbeck drives. and
Nice
gets
drive
two.
to the basket.
Kinsley Heichelbeck on the board, her first points today.
And a near turnover.
Almost.
Oh, good hustle there.
Out of
but it's
bounds
wide
to
ball.
Washington.
That was excellent hustle. That was Heichelbeck.
50 to 33. 5:21 left to go. Washington led 14-13 at the end of the first quarter. Only 26 to 23 at the half.
We got a half-court trap situation here now.
Pull.
Double team.
And Hatchets break it. Hand off to Adradanoska. Alita looks into Thorne. And Thorne, oh, I thought that was going. Yep, she's over the back.
Yep. I'll tell you what, Dwayne, Alita, Adradanoska, they're backing off of her, and she's wide open, and she's not going to shoot it, and she backed off, and they made a nice pass into Thorne. That's great recognition on, getting the ball, like I said, to the franchise.
Yep.
She does such a great job of that.
50 to 33. Jade Browning comes back in, playing with 4 fouls. She replaces Chloe Browning. Tecumseh with the ball, working it outside right now. Oxley.
Nice move.
Donahoe gets 2 more. Boy, I tell you, we were talking to Heather halftime, and this Donahoe is not a
Yeah.
regular. She stepped up due to an
She's played
injury.
a great game.
And she stepped up big time. 10 points for Donahoe. 50 to 35, a 15-point Hatchet lead. Conceal Lavaseur shot short, but right to Thorne. Thorne missed it, but got it back and finished it.
And you know what Elena's thinking? About time I finally got one in. She's had some misses in traffic. They've been all over her, and I'm sure it's frustrating.
52 to 35. Gracie Sullivan shoots the three. Too strong.
Nice rebound.
Oxley came out of nowhere
Yeah.
and got that one. And a timeout for Tecumseh.
Boy, Dwayne, it's a pleasure to watch somebody like that play so
She's
hard.
really, really good. She's got 10 points now, but that's, again, not going to make her very happy because
Nope.
she is, well, I think 23 is what her average is per game normally.
Of course, she could still get that, but it's looking more and more unlikely.
Got a nice
4-0.
message from Coach K listening in today, junior high coach. 52-37 in favor of Washington.
Dwayne, how come you get all the texts?
Are you feeling lonely over there?
I don't get very many. Surely Barry Watkins.
Barry, he sent me one earlier, too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's listening. And he said, please don't call him Shirley anymore.
Yeah. We have full court pressure here with 4:04 to go.
Washington has to take it the length of the floor and battle the pressure.
Could be a
Thorne
layup on the other end.
Gets it to Adradanoska. Alita back to Thorne. Now to Jade Browning. Jade
In a little trouble.
needs some help. Finds,
Oh, look at that
Look
cut.
at Ledgerwood.
Oh.
No. Nice effort, but not the finish. Rebound to Tecumseh. Here's Morgan Wilson stepping out for the three. It's going to be too strong. Weak side board. And the putback by Donahoe for 2 more. Donahoe with 12. Lavaseur. Now Browning. Oh, just short. And guess who's there for the rebound? Donahoe. I think she's earned a starting spot now, bro.
I do too.
We've got a foul called.
I'm with you, Dwayne. I don't like that whistle.
It's just not, it's very, very faint. They used them in volleyball. It worked in volleyball, but they're not using them in basketball for that reason. If you're in a loud gym, then
Yeah.
it is very hard to hear. They're not a real loud whistle. Alita Dradanoska coming out, and Chloe Browning checking back in now for Washington with 3:20 left to go.
This is only an 11-point game. It was 19 at one time. So We said they're going to battle back, and they certainly have.
Heichelbeck for the 3, no good. Rebound and 2 more for Donahoe. Donahoe is just camping out on that weak side.
Yep.
Hatchets now break the pressure. Lavaseur all the way and 1.
Beautiful.
Conceal Lavaseur.
That girl can take some body contact.
She's tough.
It doesn't affect her whatsoever.
Well, you can't stop her. You just can't stop her. 54,
I mean, she got
31.
hammered, but still managed to get the ball in the basket.
She's strong. That's 19 points now for Lavaseur. And make it 20 as she connects on the free throw.
55-41.
Under 3 minutes left. Hatchet's leading.
In the corner.
Wilson's open. No on the 3 attempt. And a foul against Heichelbeck and the Braves. That's going to put Kinsey at the line for the bonus.
Well,
1 and 1.
Tecumseh is 2 for 18 from the three-point arc, which is a big reason why we switched to zone defense. They haven't really shown they can hit it consistently.
Tonight, Hatchet boys basketball. Tell City Marksmen will be in town. Join us for live coverage at 7:15. Tip-off 7:30 here on Memories 107.9.
In and out on that free throw.
No good. On the other end, a quick jumper by Tecumseh off the mark. Flowers tried, couldn't get it. Oxley gets the steal, though. And Cabry Oxley hits 2 more.
Still only a 12-point lead.
55-43. 2 for Lavaseur on the other end. And a timeout called.
Coach is really upset about that. And who can blame him?
Yeah, that wasn't.
Somebody's got to stop the bulldozer there.
She's tough. She is tough. We'll be back after this quick 30-second timeout on WAMW. Back at the Hatchet House, Dwayne Shake with Steve Brothers. Washington 57, Tecumseh 43. Braves have the ball as play resumes with 2:20 left to go. Morgan Wilson. Now it goes to Carson Flowers. Flowers drives, no. Rebound, Oxley, put back, no. Rebound, Oxley, put back, no. This time she's going to shoot 2 free throws. Oxley finding her way inside on the boards, crashing hard.
2:05 now. Washington with a 14-point lead.
Get your request in on the Rockin' Recliner tomorrow. From the home studio, noon to 3, we'll play what you want to hear. Christmas show. It's the final Rockin' Recliner before Christmas, so got a Christmas shout-out or a Christmas favorite you want to hear? Noon to 3 tomorrow.
I got a question for you, Dwayne.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you really in a recliner
Yes, I am.
when you're doing that?
You bet I am. Enjoying every minute of it. Both free throws off the mark by Oxley. An offensive rebound and a double dribble against Flowers.
So what's the most requested Christmas song?
Well, the number 1 song is always Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas
Right.
Is You, which I'm kind of tired of that one.
Yeah.
Right with that one is Wham! Last Christmas, and I'm kind of very tired of that one. So, you know.
How about the barking jingle bells?
And don't forget Porky Pig's rousing version of Blue Christmas. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there. 3 ball.
Look at that two-handed shot.
Up
and in. A
Yeah.
two-handed three-pointer.
Kinsley Heichelbeck connects on that one.
Throws that one like a shot put almost. Okay, it's 1:39 to go, and Washington with an 11-point lead.
Well, Tuesday night, we've got Hatchet boys basketball from Lagodi. That's going to be a good showdown. Lagodi boys are playing Linton tonight, which will be a good one there at Jack Butcher Arena. Barry Vikings had the weekend off. They were supposed to play Pike Central on homecoming last night. Didn't happen.
Uh-oh, no homecoming?
They're going to reschedule that for January 9th for Barry Vikings fans. But the Vikings have a huge road trip coming up Wednesday. They're going to Carmel.
Yes, that's going to be very interesting.
You can follow the Vikings on our sister station, 4-Star Country, 95.9, 101.3, and AM 1580. We'll be in Carmel Wednesday night.
You ever been to Carmel High School, Dwayne?
I have not. I have not.
Nice place.
I'm sure it is.
Olympic-sized swimming pool.
They have an excellent facility. Well, they always have excellent sporting teams. It doesn't matter what sport.
I think they've won 31 straight swimming state championships.
That's impressive. That's a nice run.
Yeah. Okay, full court pressure.
Ledgerwood looking to get it in and throws it into the hands of Oxley. Oxley gets the steal and the two.
They're not going to give up.
No, they're not.
We got a foul away from the ball. Fans are not happy.
That's a hold on to Tecumseh, so a 1 and bonus coming for Washington now. We got to hit the free throws.
Yep. That's
Jesse Ledgerwood will go to the line. Hatchets lost a tough JV game, 43-39. First loss for Coach Higgins and the JV squad. Morgan Wilson checking back in now for Tecumseh with a minute and a half left. It's Washington 57, the Tecumseh Braves 48.
This game is not over with.
Ledgerwood's free throw off the mark. Rebound to the Braves.
We got to eat up about 10 or 15 seconds before they get a shot here. And we're doing that, so that's good.
There's Flowers to Oxley. Too strong. Rebound, Jade Browning, weak side. Jade looking for help. Dishes out to Chloe Browning. Chloe now to Lavaseur, and Lavaseur wide open for the easy 2 finish.
That should do it. Under a minute, 59-48. That was a big turn of events there, as you could hear some footsteps. Long three
for Heichelbeck. It's good.
I don't get that shot.
It's an unorthodox one, but it falls. Hey, it falls. 59-51. As you said, they're not going to quit. This is a very good Tecumseh team.
That three-point, two-handed, nothing but net.
41 seconds remaining. As we said, the Lady Hatchets next return to action Wednesday with a road trip to Evansville Memorial. Kyle Cornelius, Tony Barnard will have the call Wednesday night right here on Memories 107.9. I believe that's a 8 o'clock tip-off, 7:45 airtime. Hatchets wrapped up finals week this week, so they're officially on Christmas break now, bro.
How was your final exam? Was it a tough one, Dwayne?
It was. It was challenging, but I felt good about the students and what was presented to them, and I'm sure they did well. I didn't get a report on the final scores just yet. My assistant, Angela Barnard, helps with the grading. Okay. She does that part of it. So,
well, I hope they did well.
Blessed with a very good class this year. Appreciate each and every one of them. And this is the first year we actually have more females than guys.
Really?
Which is great to see.
Yeah.
It's great to see. The girls coming out to take broadcasting program.
Okay, let's see if we can get the ball in bounds here and hit our free throws.
Chloe Browning is going to inbound it, looking for the open player. It's Lavaseur. And Katsia gets pushed, and she's going to go shoot 1 and bonus. 9th
team foul.
Looks like they want to foul her.
Yep, she is 3 for 5 from the free throw line.
Stick around for the Hatchet postgame report. We'll have the Heritage Petroleum High Energy Player of the Game, the Bill Dobson Ford Tough Player of the Game, and the overall MVP from Annalu Chapman, your RE/MAX real estate broker, and Heller's Country Garden on State Street in Washington, as Katsia hits the first free throw. Also want to thank Myers LP Gas. Steve and Clara Myers, proud supporters of the Washington Hatchets. Both free throws are good. That should seal the deal as the Hatchets now lead by 10, 61-51. Final 30 seconds ticking away on the clock.
Coach is wanting a shot here real quick. There's
and
a turnover.
They throw it away right into the hands of Jade Browning. Now the Hatchets just need to run the clock.
Down to 22 seconds and no fouling going on here. Looks like we're going to have to foul somebody real quick. Nope.
Lavaseur. Well, it will be a double bonus for Washington. Chloe Browning gets the 2.
Chloe's had a nice game. And that should do it.
63-51. And that's the ball game. Washington victorious over the visiting Tecumseh Braves today. Good, solid win against an excellent team. Post-game report coming up after this 2-minute timeout on WAMW. Welcome back to the Hatchet House. Washington gets another solid win today over a very good opponent in the Tecumseh Braves. Final score on the A&R Home Center scoreboard, Lady Hatchet 63, Tecumseh 51. Individual scoring, first for Washington, leading the way with a big day. Conceal Lavaseur, 26 points for the junior. 11 points for Elena Thorne, held pretty quiet today. Chloe Browning would also finish in double figures with 10. 9 points for Jessie Ledgerwood, 5 for Jade Browning, and 2 for Alida Adradanoska. But it was 26 for Lavaseur, 11 for Thorne, and 10 for Chloe Browning, leading the way for Washington. For the Tecumseh Braves, 2 players tied for the leading score. Jennifer Donahoe off the bench finished with 14, and Cabri Oxley also would finish with 14 today. 12 points for Morgan Wilson, 8 points for Kinsley Heichelbeck, and 2 for Gracie Sullivan. 14 for Donahoe, 14 for Oxley, 12 for Morgan Wilson, 8 for Heichelbeck, and 2 for Gracie Sullivan. Washington led 14-13 at the end of the first quarter, 26-23 at the half. They pulled away in that second half, 45-30 after 3. And your final score today, Washington 63 and Tecumseh 51. Coach Gretchen Miles joining us on the post-game report now as we get ready for another big game tonight with the Washington boys taking on the Tell City Marksmen. Coach, this was another solid win against an excellent ball club in Tecumseh. Let's give credit where credit's due.
Oh, you're exactly right.
The Tecumseh Braves are the real deal.
And when the record is, anybody that has a basketball IQ, a high basketball IQ. Of course, you can't take a look at people's records. You got to see the quality of teams they're playing. And when they had a couple postponed games, they called Memorial and Linton. And that's exactly why they play the way they play.
That's how you get better.
They're super aggressive. They're super physical. They make you do things you don't normally want to do. And they collapsed big time on the inside for us in that first half. And then we had a couple kids in foul trouble. In Tecumseh, like we said, the first half when we didn't play well, it was because of Tecumseh. Like, they made us look bad. That's where all that credit goes from there. And just getting to the hustle plays and just weren't in the flow of things. But in the halftime, you go in, you're up 3. You're not down 25. When we sit there and 6 of our players, 5 of them are captains, that's when you got to have those kids step up, and we have to be at a high level of work ethic and energy and attitude no matter what the situation is. And really proud of the kids coming out the second half to step up, make plays, and find a way to win.
Coach Bro wants to say something about your defense.
Yeah, zone defense, Coach Miles. What do you think?
Well, I will say, we got in foul trouble early, and of course, the depth. Allison Hill came in and gave us some quality minutes that we needed, and Oxley was killing us around the basket. I mean, we were fouling. They're just too easy one-on-one around there, and it's kind of one of those things that you hope they don't beat you from three, because we can't trade threes for twos, that's for sure. And on the glass too. I mean, they annihilate us on the glass big time. The offensive boards and Oxley she's slick. I mean, that ball goes up and you see our kids kind of lean into people. And most people, what they do is when you lean into them, they just stop. Like, I'm boxed out, I can't go rebound. She's like, that's not an excuse. She gets her hands on every single pass, rebound, 50-50 ball. I mean, she is it's like there's 5 of her out there.
Yeah, and
tremendous player.
I was most impressed with her offensive rebounding. Mm-hmm. I mean, she just has a knack for getting.
Yeah, she goes. There's not one time when a shot goes up and she's standing. She is constantly rebounding out of her area. But our kids, too, just sticking with it. Kancia came up with some big shots for us that second half. And Jesse Ledgerwood busting that zone a little bit. Yep. After sitting about the majority of the first half, is having that mentality and that toughness to be able to knock down shots to open things up a little bit and kind of give us some breathing room.
And Chloe Browning had some nice.
She did. Chloe was super tough for us on weak side rebounds. And again, those threes to kind of just keep the lead close. I mean, at halftime, we were kind of like as coaches going, we're lucky we're not down 20.
Well, we kept feeling like, man, this is a tight game, and we'd look up and we'd be up 10. We couldn't believe it.
And there was no safe lead. I think it was like 30 seconds to go, and we may be up 12, and we're still harping at our kids like, you got to take care of the ball. We got to get it, in our press offense. Like, there's just no relax mode because you felt like Tecumseh's a team that can score in bunches and quickly. But a very good team, and our kids, too. They stuck with it, played hard on both ends of the floor, and just find a way to win against a conference opponent.
This was a great test for your defense because quick release, good ball movement. They were quick down there, and they really challenged your defense at times today. As you said, you got a couple players in foul trouble, but you held their leading score to just 14 points in Oxley, which is still the co-leader for Tecumseh, but that's well below where she's averaging.
Well, but also then I think we gave the role players career highs today. I mean, like,
That Donahoe came off the bench.
Yeah, she was knocking. They're doing what they need to do, like doing their job, wide open. I mean, telling our kids, whether those role players score a lot or don't, if they're wide open, they've got a chance to score it. I mean, So, and again, just proud of our kids, just to stay tough, find a way to win against a very good team. And then next week is a whole different level, too.
Yes,
it was a Memorial.
Yeah.
One game at a time.
Memorial, tremendous team. Of course, they return everybody back, and athletic and long. And the big 2 keys for that, or 3 for us, is going to be limiting turnovers, the rebounds, and being patient. It's hard to teach kids sometimes. Patient does not mean slow down and be methodical. I mean, you still got to cut hard and take care of the basketball, but looking for quality shots because they want to press you, but their press maybe not necessarily makes turnovers initially, but when you jack up shots early, that feeds right into them. Those quick shots is like turnovers. They get off the rim and they're back down the other end quickly. So just again, another very good opponent for us to be tough on the road, and see what we're made of.
We don't have very many good memories in that gymnasium.
No,
no, that's a tough one to play.
No, there's a lot of memories on the way out. Right, just get on that bus and get home.
5-0, Coach. Let's keep it rolling Wednesday night, all right?
Yeah, super excited to see the kids play against Memorial next week.
Yep.
We'll be back to wrap it up right after this here on WAMW.
Thank you.
Back for a final time where Washington again gets the varsity win, defeating the Tecumseh Braves 63-51 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Hatchets improved to 5-0 on the season. Tecumseh drops to 3-5. The only thing left is to hand out the post-game awards. We're going to start first with the Heritage Petroleum High Energy Player of the Game, presented by Heritage Petroleum in Washington, fueling your everyday life.
Dwayne, today that award goes to Jessie Ledgerwood. As Coach Miles mentioned, she didn't hardly play at all in the first half because of foul trouble and stepped right in and hit crucial three-pointers right when we needed them. She was 3 for 5 from the three-point arc. Also got 4 defensive rebounds. Really did a nice job and right when we needed it.
Jessie Ledgerwood is the Heritage Petroleum High Energy Player of the Game. We go now to the Bill Dobson Ford Tough Player of the Game from Bill Dobson Ford. A Dobson deal is a better deal.
Today's winner is Chloe Browning. Chloe got a career high, 10 points, and again, just like Jesse, hit a couple of crucial three-pointers right at crunch time when we needed to expand our lead. She ended up being, 4 for 6 from the field, 10 points, did a great job, and her best game of her career without a doubt.
Chloe Browning is the Bill Dobson Ford Tough player of the game. Finally, our overall MVP from Annalu Chapman, your RE/MAX real estate broker, and Heller's Country Garden on State Street in Washington.
Well, no question about this one, Dwayne. Whenever you're 10 for 12 from the field and you got 26 points, 5 rebounds, did a lot of the ball handling, and just was the difference in the game. And that's Concia Levasseur this afternoon. What a great game.
Well, she handled the pressure, too. That full court pressure was in our face all day. Concia did a nice job handling that. Finished with 26 points, leading all scorers. Big day on the offensive side.
And I might add a tip of the cap to Tecumseh's defense on Elena Thorne. You know, Elena was triple teamed all day long and didn't get very many good looks. And still managed to get 11 points and 5 rebounds. But, you know, she would call it a subpar performance. But you got to look at, you know, your opponent. They were really concentrating on her.
And a tip of the cap to Alita Dradanoska, who found the cutters today, as Coach mentioned, too, after her visit. She had a really big game today.
She did. She did very well.
Final score, Washington wins 63-51 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Hatchet JV suffers their first loss of the season, 43-39. Stick around and come back tonight as we'll bring you Washington Hatchet boys basketball. Hatchet boys welcome in the Tell City Marksmen this evening. Tip-off is set for 7:30 on the air at 7:15 right here on your home for Hatchet Hoops Memories 107.9. Until then, for Steve Brothers, I'm Dwayne Shake saying good day from the Hatchet House in Washington.